Before we discuss what it is, perhaps you could tell me where you got it.
Well, I inherited it from my father, who used to collect antiques and curiosities. He lived most of his life in the States, where he was born and brought up, and then went to Belgium.
Right.
So I don't know whether he bought it, in the States or in Belgium. He used to go to auctions, and he used to go to I can remember in Brussels, he used to go to the flea market every day looking for things.
Well, good. I think that's an important comment you just made, because I think he bought it probably in Brussels, because this bit of paper here is written in French. But what is it? It is James Watt's patent copier. James Watt was the greatest of all the industrialists of the Industrial Revolution. And in 1780, he was working with Matthew Boulton, installing a steam engine in a tin mine in Cornwall. And they were travelling endlessly between Soho in Birmingham and Cornwall. And he realised that he needed papers in both places. And it was just too boring to write them out each time. And because he was a man of immense intelligence, almost two brains, he was that clever, he sat down one night and worked out a photocopier.
Amazing.
It is really the most extraordinary thing, and in essence, and it really is going to be complicated, but very basically, you write on a piece of paper here in a special kind of ink. All the while, soaking in this tank is a piece of tissue.
Right, okay.
So you then put that on top, and you put it in this sort of sandwich here, stick them in there, and then pass it through this mangle. And you take it out, and it's copied onto your piece of paper. What's the problem with that? There's a fundamental problem with that. It's going to be in reverse.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
Don't worry. He had a special batch of paper, tissue paper, so thin that all you had to do was hold it up to the light, and you'd be able to read it through the right way. So he thought of everything. It is quite extraordinary to have devised this. And he called it a new method of copying letters and other writings expeditiously, and it clearly was expeditious. It is also very useful because it actually dates this particular model. Because although it was patented in 1780, it doesn't follow that it was made in 1780. It could be made after that. And the great thing is that this batch of paper is dated, and it says J. Watt, patent copying paper, 1798.
I never noticed that.
Well, there we are on the piece of paper. It's 1798. It really is absolutely wonderful. So, what's it worth? It is missing one or two things. I have to tell you that, it's missing the pen, it's missing the two little Wedgwood pieces. It's not complete.
No.
But I still think that if you were to put it to auction today, you would get somewhere between £7,000 and £9,000.
Good heavens. I didn't expect that.
Well, it is really a truly wonderful object, I think.